Hey everybody, it's Mike and I want to give you a quick video, the top 5 reasons why you should buy a Tesla Model S or Model X now. Actually, why it's a good reason, why I think it is. The first reason is autonomous. You may have heard in the news last week that Elon Musk just announced that all Teslas built from last week on are going to have level 5 autonomous capabilities built into them. So they've got all the sensors and cameras and whatnot, and as soon as the software becomes available, and of course it becomes legal, it's got to become legal first, then it'll be automatically available on these cars. So I think that may be a sales move actually, but it's a really good motivating reason for me, because me being a digital nomad and traveling all the time, I would love to have a self-driving vehicle. I cannot wait for that to happen. When I say self-driving, I don't mean just these autopilot and basically fancy cruise control systems on the highway. I'm talking, you know, self-driving everywhere. And one of my jobs is a realtor, and that will really help out with that too, tremendously. So that's number one reason, is what Elon Musk describes as level 5 full autonomous driving capability. So second reason is discounts. You may have heard that the Model S sales have been suffering recently, and that's because of, I believe, cannibalization from the Model 3s, which are supposed to be out at the end of next year, 2017. Although if you order one now, you're not going to get one till way into 2018. I think it's cannibalizing because those prices are going to be a lot lower, starting around 30, 35, something like that, where the Model S is starting around high 60s, I believe, right now. So you can get a deal. And people have gotten great deals. I've heard up to $25,000 on some vehicles, which is amazing. But I think those are usually the vehicles that have a lot more of the options, more of the high-end ones. Like I'd be going for a low-end Model S or Model X, and we'll get to Model X in a little bit. But anyway, Model S is more like it for me. So that's number 2 reason, is full autonomous capabilities. And I'm sorry, number 1 is full autonomous. Number 2 is the pricing. Number 3 is reliability. You know, you may have heard that early on, the first year or two that these Model S's were being produced, that Consumer Reports dropped Tesla from the recommended list, and they did for a good reason. They were having some severe reliability problems. You know, I'm driving a Lexus CT200H right now. I've had that for 4.5 years. I've got 170,000 miles on it. It's never been back to the dealer. Nothing's ever been wrong with it. And that's kind of my standard of what's what with the vehicles, is going to be the reliability. So, you know, for reliability, they've been improving dramatically. So it's getting to the point where I'm actually feeling comfortable. I've always wanted to get an all-electric vehicle, and the reliability for the Teslas has held me back. I think that some other vehicles are actually probably better full electric, but they don't have the range of the Teslas. They don't have superchargers, you know, so that's just kind of the way it goes for me. But anyway, it's looking attractive to me. I'm actually seriously considering it now, which is a big step for me. I never thought I would do that, but because of those 3 reasons, and number 4, which I'll give you, which is the supercharger capability and being grandfathered in and having unlimited supercharger, that's number 4. You know, you may know they announced Model 3 and they got all these big reservations for Model 3, but what they don't really mention that much is that Model S and Model X are the only ones that are going to be able to use a supercharger network, which has been expanding rapidly recently, unlimited for free into the future. And I do a lot of long distance driving. So basically that means for me, pretty much all of my travel is going to be free. No electric charges, indefinitely into the future. And you know, I drive a lot of miles at night. That's when there's less traffic on the road. So, you know, I will be using them at night. I probably won't have to wait for them, which is another plus for me. So that's a huge reason. Supercharger, grandfathered in capability, not just grandfathered, but I think Model S and Model X into the future are going to have that. You never know. Once they produce the Model 3, they may take it away at some point. I don't know. But I think the existing Model S and Model X's that are out there, and anything you buy right now today, will have for free supercharger capability. Oh, and one thing I want to mention about the Model X. I'm saying Model S mainly in this video, but it also applies a lot to Model X. Although, for the reliability part, Model X has had some problems with these Falcon wing doors, and I think this is the reason why you haven't seen them on vehicles in the past, is because of these reliability problems and operational issues. And one other thing about the Model X is it looks kind of homely, actually, if you ask me. And when you're spending that kind of money on a vehicle, you get one that looks not so great. I don't know about the Model X. I mean, I love that it's got additional ground clearance if you need it for the all-wheel drive, which we'll get into in a second, which is reason number 5. But, you know, I love the fact that they went away from the grille on the front, the traditional grille, which I don't really like on vehicles anyway. and they went to kind of that pointy slope nose on the front that's just all body colored. But still, the Model X, in my opinion, looks kind of homely. I think the Model S looks great. The only thing for me is it might be a little too low, but you can get the suspension raising capability if you get that option. But let's get into number 5 reason for buying a Tesla right now, and that's all-wheel drive. They just introduced that like a year or year and a half ago, I think it was. It wasn't available in the original models, and now most of them are all-wheel drive, and you can always get a base model, which is what I'm looking at, with the all-wheel drive option, which is about $5,000. So anyway, all this together, I'm really seriously considering getting a Tesla Model S, and I do think this is actually going to be a sound financial decision for me. Oh, one last thing about the reliability is, you probably know the warranty. Elon changed the warranty shortly after the company launched the Model S to be 8 years and unlimited mileage on the battery packs. So if I'm going to be charging and charging for free with the superchargers quickly, at least I know if the battery pack goes bad, and hopefully it won't because of increased liability, that I'll be getting a new battery pack, and whatever might happen with that powertrain. I think actually powertrain, I'm not sure if it considers anything else, but at least I think it's motors and battery pack, or maybe it's just battery pack. I don't know. Look into the specifics of that, but it's at least peace of mind because there have been plenty of battery packs that have failed on these cars. All it takes is one cell to go bad, and they're bad. So anyway, thanks for watching. Give me your comments below if you're going to buy a Tesla. See you soon. Bye.